What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to the What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to the Pokédex Quest Gen 2 with Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we spent pretty much all of our time in the National Park, catching a few Pokemon, battling a few trainers, and participating in the bug catching contest a few times. And we finally got here to Ecruteak City on the other side of Route 36. And in this episode, see, I mentioned some kind of master plan of mine. It's now time to start putting that into action. First thing I want to do while we're here is go into the Pokemon Center, and we'll see this guy. It's Bill! We finally meet him face to face. I've come at the right time, you say? He's just finished judgments on the time capsule. Pokemon can be yet. So it's gone over trading. Time capsule was developed to enable trades with the past. You can't send anything that didn't exist in the past. Did the PC in the past would have a breakdown. Huh. Interesting. Fortunately, no sending new moves or new Pokemon in a time capsule. So basically, this time capsule is talking about is essentially a way for Gen 2 games to trade with Gen 1 games. Tomorrow, time capsules will be running at all Pokemon centers. And he's going back to Goldenrod. But yes, I was gonna go over a lot of the link stuff when I finally, started trading myself. But yes, a new addition is indeed the time capsule over here, which, like I said, allows us to trade with Gen 1. So we can actually bring Pokemon from Gen 1 here to Gen 2. And in those cases when it's pretty much impossible for me to get them otherwise, I will need to take advantage of that. But that will be much later. But, it seems like such a big thing, but ultimately we have a case here of Bill just invented time travel and no one seems to give a flying fuck. Anyway, I'm going to heal my Pokemon real quick because I haven't done so since the end of last episode. I'm also going to need to store at least one of my Pokemon. I'm going to store 2 of them, so let's see. I'll deposit Scyther, and I'll I can't talk today. And we'll deposit Execute. Now, I'm gonna go back to Goldenrod and meet up with Bill once again. Alright, so back here in Goldenrod, and we head to Bill's house. We'll talk to him again. And he's just got a spare Eevee. Came over when he was adjusting the time capsule. But he doesn't like being outside, so he can't take care of it. So we will take it off his hands. I am the real deal. It's great. I just got a free Eevee. I mean, I'm smiling. I will not be giving a nickname to this Eevee, but keep it in mind. His arm claims Eevee may evolve in new and unknown ways. Interesting. Yeah. Like, I can relate to that sometimes. But yes, but now that that is done, it is finally time for me to start talking about these things that I've just been avoiding so much up to this point. Ladies and gentlemen, there are 2 major new mechanics in Generation 2 which I've been alluding to for the entire playthrough so far, and now is time to finally explain them and how they work. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time for me to discuss the 2 new major mechanics that I've been avoiding all this time: breeding and friendship. As I mentioned before, the daycare can now care for 2 Pokemon at once, which, aside from the convenience of having 2 Pokemon gain experience at once, allows a pair to spend a lovely Saturday night together, or any other day, they're not picky, and produce an egg. I say produce and not lay because to this day, apparently no one in the Pokemon world has ever seen one of these things come out of a Pokemon. As far as they know, they just spontaneously appear out of the cosmos. Oh wait. Now, the laws of breeding typically dictate that the two participants must be of the same species, but that is not the case here. The prerequisites here are that the pair must consist of a male and a female, and the two Pokemon must be part of the same egg group, which is a group of various Pokemon species that are able to breed together. All non-legendary Pokemon are placed into one or two of these egg groups, with the exception of baby Pokemon, which I'll talk about later, Unknown, and Nidorino Nidoqueen. Even though Nidoran female can breed. That's just weird. Also, jumping nearly 10 years ahead here, but Manaphy is capable of breeding as well, because for some reason, Phione just has to exist. To put things into perspective, two Pikachu are perfectly capable of breeding because they're the same species, and it'd be weird for them not to. But Pikachu is also capable of breeding with Pokemon like Clefairy, as they're both part of the Fairy egg group. Pikachu cannot, however, breed with Pokemon with Pidgeotto because they do not share an egg group. Now, what about genderless Pokemon like Magnemite? They have an egg group, but no gender, so are they capable of breeding? The answer to that is yes. There is but a single way for genderless Pokemon to breed, and that reason is Ditto, who will henceforth be known as the Whore. If it has an egg group, it can breed with Ditto, regardless of gender. Alright, so you have two Pokemon of opposing genders that share an egg group. What else should I know? Well, for starters, the species of the Pokemon you'll end up with depends on the mother. So, if the female in the equation is a Blastoise, the package you'll receive within 3 to 5 business days will be a little baby Squirtle. The father in the pairing is what makes interspecies breeding interesting, as they may be able to pass down moves that the resulting Pokemon doesn't typically learn naturally. So, if the partner of our lovely Blastoise happens to be a Slowbro that learns Confusion, the baby Squirtle may be able to inherit Confusion. The idea of a fully grown Blastoise slinging around psychic moves sounds nuts, doesn't it? Well, enjoy it while it lasts, because this is the only generation where this example is applicable, but you get the idea. Now, when you have your two Pokemon in the daycare, the chance of them producing an egg is calculated every step, as opposed to later generations where it's calculated every 256 steps. The chance of producing an egg on any given step is also determined by a few factors, being higher if the two Pokemon are of the same species and from different trainers. So the Pikachu and Clefairy that you caught yourself will give you an egg eventually, but you're likely to receive an egg much quicker if a Pikachu's partner is another Pikachu that you received in a trade. After you receive an egg, you'll have to walk around with it in your party for a certain number of steps before it hatches, and that number depends on the Pokemon. When we got the Togepi egg earlier, some of the work was already done for us, but it would normally take between 2,570 and 2,826 steps to hatch. Something like a Dratini, on the other hand, would take between 10,280 and 10,536 steps. Among the lower ranges of the step counter are baby Pokemon, pre-evolutions of various pre-existing Pokemon from the last generation that can only be obtained via breeding. These include Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Tyrogue, Smoochum, Elekid, and Magby. While the Togepi line was only introduced this generation, Togepi itself counts among these as well. Alright, so now you have the basics of breeding. Now onto something not nearly as complicated. Friendship. Remember in Pokemon Yellow when you could do various things to make your Pikachu happy? Well, that has been majorly expanded upon. As has been alluded to in a few places, certain actions or events can cause your Pokemon to start liking or disliking you more. This is an actual in-game mechanic, and a mostly hidden value in all your Pokemon widely known as friendship, happiness, or as I personally like to call it, how much your Pokemon likes you out of 255. Every Pokemon has a base friendship value assigned to them that can increase or decrease if certain things happen. It can increase if the Pokemon levels up, takes part in a gym battle, takes its vitamins, lounges around your party while you do all the walking, or gets a spiffy new haircut. On the other hand, things like letting them faint or forcing herbs down their throat will decrease it. Trading the Pokemon away will reset its friendship to its base value, and a Pokemon hatched from an egg starts with a friendship value of 120. Now, friendship has two primary uses. Firstly, it determines the power of two brand new moves known as Return and Frustration, which increase in power the more your Pokemon likes or dislikes you respectively. Frankly, if you're willingly making effective use of Frustration, you shouldn't be allowed pets, kids, or to play this game. These moves can be attained by the lady on floor 5 of the department store who only appears on Sundays, if your Pokemon's friendship is high or low enough. The second and more prominent use of friendship is as a brand new method of evolution. Starting this generation, various Pokemon are capable of evolving if leveled up while their friendship level is over 220. These include Golbat, Chansey, Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Togepi, and Eevee. And not just one new evolution for Eevee, but two, both depending on high friendship and time of day. If an Eevee with a high enough friendship is leveled up during the morning or day, it evolves into the psychic type Espeon. If at night, the dark type Umbreon. Now, why did I avoid talking about these so much? As I mentioned before, I wanted to keep from talking about these mechanics until I made use of them myself, which is exactly what I'm doing now. See, I want an Umbreon, which I could easily get by keeping the Eevee that Bill gave to me in my party until it's ready to evolve, but no, I want this Umbreon now. And I want it to have a Dark-type move, but if I manage to evolve this Eevee as is, it won't have one until level 36. Unless, of course, I breed a new Eevee and have it evolve in time for it to learn Pursuit at level 16. So, I've gone ahead, bred myself a baby Eevee by setting this Ditto of mine along its intended career path, taking advantage of the higher base friendship as well as the boosted friendship growth of leveling up in an area I first obtained it, which was excluded from Gold and Silver, cheated the clock and my save file to earn the maximum friendship boost from the younger haircut brother, and prepared for the evolution. Right, so during the transition there, I got a call from Schoolboy Alan. Says he's picked up something nice. Hoping it's a Firestone. So we can go back to Route 36 and pick it up off of him. Which, I've got some other small business down in that direction anyway. As for the transition to daytime, I had to re-record this segment of the video because I lost the commentary. Which is great. But first, let's have a look at this new Umbreon of ours. Isn't he beautiful? This is Koromaru. Koromaru, named after the dog from Persona 3. Yes, one of your party members, one of the people who can use a persona, is a dog. Still better than Ken. Although, frankly enough, the strangest addition to that party is actually the robot girl August, who is best girl. Alright, I really need to stop the weeb shit now. But, yeah, but look at that. Not too much in the way of attacking or speed, but those defense stats are pretty good for its level. I mean, Blaze doesn't match up to that. Hell, only Jinx really does, and Jinx doesn't evolve at all, so he's pretty much already a fully evolved Pokemon in and of itself. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Not going to be dealing too much damage, but definitely going to be able to take it, which is exactly what I want. I've never really used more tanky Pokemon at all, which is why one of the reasons why Umbreon is pretty much my Pokemon for this Let's Play that I haven't really used much. I'm trying to take a page out of Chugga's book for that one, but yeah. And before I forget, well, first I'll quickly duck around here and grab this hidden item that I missed. But before I forget, the odd egg. It can evolve into any of the baby Pokemon that I mentioned during the breeding segments. So, Pichu, Cleffa, Igglybuff, Tyrogue, Smoochum, all of those ones there can hatch from that egg. It will also hatch with the move Dizzy Punch, which is a normal type move that has a 20% chance to confuse. So, quick interruption there. Now, back down to Route 36, where we will find Schoolboy Alan. Here he is, right here. Wait, how's my bag looking? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 20 items. Hold that thought. I'm gonna go make some space. Alright, so I just went ahead and deposited the Quick Claw, the Everstone, the Magnets, and the 3 Apricorns that we got over in the little clearing over there. I also gave one of my gold berries to Koromaru because he's a tank, and even though he's the lowest level at the moment, he has the most HP. I think. Or close enough to it. He's gonna have the most HP once he gets to Jinx's level. No, Flandre's level. You know what I mean. He's a tank. He's gonna have the most HP. Better give the, greater healing items to him. Anyway, you. Firestone! I love it. So, now, we can evolve any Pokemon that evolve via Firestone. I just realized something. I said that I only had to catch Stantler on this route, but this is where I can catch Growlithe as well. Huh. I'ma just, I'ma go do that. Alright, first encounter too. Nice. Now, Growlithe can be a bit of a pain. Somewhat in the same vein as any Pokemon that can run away. Because wild Growlithe tend to know the move Roar, which, in a trainer battle, will eject the opponent's Pokemon and just randomly bring another one in. In a wild battle, it just means you're running away. Which sucks. Fury Cutter's not going to do too much. Hopefully, Growlithe stays. Ember. Which would be troublesome if Jinx was lower leveled. He's not. Don't use Roar. Please, for the love of God, don't use Roar. Hopefully you won't even have it. It's likely that you do, but hopefully you don't. I'm thinking I should try for the balls now. I think that'll be a good idea, yeah. 4 Pokeballs. Let's see. Sweet! That was easy. So, Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon. It controls a big territory. If it detects an unknown smell, it roars loudly to force out the intruder. What a good little doggy. He's a good boy. Growlithe on us. Yeah. I also just realized that I never went over the Pokédex entries for Golbat or Eevee or Umbreon. So let's go find those. This is just the episode of realizations at the moment. I never went over the one for Igglybuff either. Okay. So Igglybuff is a balloon Pokemon. Instead of walking with its short legs, it moves around by bouncing on its soft, tender body. So basically, it acts exactly like a balloon. Golbat, the bat Pokemon. Really. When it plunges its fangs into its prey, it instantly draws and gulps down more than 10 ounces of blood. God damn. That's terrifying. Now, Eevee. Eevee. You're down here somewhere. There we go. The evolution Pokemon. Its ability to evolve into many forms allows it to adapt smoothly and perfectly to any environment. A useful skill to have. And Umbreon, the moonlight Pokemon. On the night of a full moon or when it gets excited, the ring patterns on its body glow yellow. Which I'm sure is a sight to behold. So since we just got this Growlithe and I don't plan on using it, I may as well just use this Firestone right away. Alright, we'll have chances to get more later. It'll be fine. Look at that! Growlithe is evolving! I was going to save most of my non-team evolving shenanigans for much later, but hey, we're already here, so... And Growlithe evolved into Arcanine. He's an even gooder boy. Sweet. Now, what does the Pokédex say about Arcanine? Arcanine's probably up this way a bit. There we are. Yeah, there we go. The legendary Pokemon, who is not actually a legendary Pokemon, but is, in and of itself, somewhat legendary. An ancient picture scroll shows that people were attracted to its movement as it ran through prairies. Interesting. Alright, cutting straight back to Ecruteak because it's time for us to explore. And first thing I want to do is check this top corner for a Hyper Potion. Will heal your Pokemon for 200 HP. God damn. Huh. So there used to be 2 towers. Apparently there is now only one. One in the east and one in the west. Huh, interesting. 2 towers, 2 Pokemon. And one burned down, both Pokemon flew away, never to return. So, the reason there was only one tower is because the other one burnt down. So one of these towers is the Tin Tower up ahead, which I'm guessing is the one that is okay. The 9-tier Tower of Divine Beauty. Well, it's still got 9 tiers, then yes, it is the one that did not burn down. It apparently soothes the soul of all who see it. Oh, let's go see it. I could use some soul soothing. It's off limits to anyone without the Ecruteak Gym Badge. Damn it. Well, I guess we'll check out the one that burnt down later or something. Have I learned to dance like the Kimono Girls? I mean, I'm sure I could. I mean, you know, with enough time, dedication, and practice. Well, with those 3 things, you can kind of just do anything now, can't you? So there's a dance theater here. And an odd old man will give us something nice. Wait, what am I saying? We've already established that my here likes older men, so... Ecruteak, a historical city where the past meets the present. I do love a bit of history here and there. This is the Ecruteak Dance Theatre. Not only are the Kimono Girls great dancers, they're also skilled at Pokemon. Oh, good to know. See, this seems like a very very oriental kind of place. Very Japanese. I'm not complaining. This guy tries to challenge the Kimono Girls, but he always loses. But if we can defeat all of them, they'll give us something nice. Okay, so not quite as creepy as what I thought before. But it's still canon that Maya likes old men, right? Says he wants a Pokemon that can surf and dance. Well, yes, yeah. Paradoxically enough, Rhydon can learn surf. I'm not sure about the dancing part. A synchronized swimming Pokemon. Yeah, good luck with that. And they are beautiful. They have to go through rigorous training. As I can imagine. I mean, dancing is something that you can just straight up enjoy no matter what. But to be, you know, the best of the best, you gotta really put in the hours. And they have to learn to follow customs before appearing in public. Yeah, well, I can imagine if they're, you know, a very Japanese style place wearing kimonos and dancing like that, I guess they have to adhere to tradition. But if you love something, anything is possible. Exactly. Well, 5 Kimono Girls here. Let's give it a shot. And I'm gonna put Koromaru back out front. Because he needs some levels. Koromaru is gonna be the star player in our next gym. If it wasn't obvious enough. This is all part of my master plan. Let's go! Oh, what now? Hi, Mom. Buying another item with my money. Jeez, I wonder what it could be this time. Yes, as you might be able to tell, given there are 5 Kimono Girls and we just fought a Flareon, all the Kimono Girls here use one of the 5 evolutions. It just occurred to me, did I ever actually go over the new types in this game? This really is just the episode of realizations, isn't it? Well, in case I haven't, there are 2 new types in this game, Dark and Steel. Dark type, which is like Umbreon here, I think is special before Generation 4, and is pretty much introduced as a counteraction to Psychic. Psychic does not affect Dark at all, much in the same vein as Normal and Ghost can't affect each other. Dark is also strong against Ghost, which is awesome. And the next gym is Ghost. You can kind of see why I've planned this out the way that I did. The other type, Steel, is physical and very defensive. It has the most resistances of any type like, to this day, ever. Yeah, so very, very physically resistant, and also kind of a counteraction to Psychic, because Psychic doesn't affect Steel very well. I wonder if that's supposed to be a joke about the spoon bending thing. But again, if they can bend spoons, then Psychic would be effective against Steel, but it's not. We'll read more into this later. We'll be experiencing what the Steel type's really like a little later on, so don't you worry. We'll get our dues. I'd say that was pretty fruitful. Koromaru got a few levels. Yeah. I guess I can kind of see why people would have trouble with these, but I didn't. Anyway, what do we get? You're gonna repeat your spiel first, and yep. So it's like watching it dance the way I battled. Maybe I should take up dancing. And he's going to give us HMO3, which is actually one of the good HMs. It's Surf. Outside of battle, lets Pokemon cross us across water, but we need the next gym badge to be able to use it. But I do really mean that Surf is one of the better HMs, because it's actually a damn good water type move in and of itself. So let's say it's just talking about revives. You can use them on fainted Pokemon. This guy's Eevee evolved into an Espeon, but his friends evolved into Umbreon. Yes, they both evolve in the same way, but which one they evolve into depends on the time of day, as I said before. Umbreon at night, Espeon during the day. Personally, I prefer Espeon, but we're sticking with Umbreon here because, again, I have a master plan. And this Umbreon of mine is already turning out, pretty good so far. Maybe later. Just talking about the kimono girls, really. The way they dance and the way they use their Pokemon. Morty the gym leader is so cool. I have a few other words to describe that, man. His Pokemon are really tough, too. Oh, I wouldn't describe his Pokemon as tough. But again, a bunch of other words I would say. Like Rage. Appearance of a Gyarados swarm. Wouldn't that destroy the planet? Of course, it's gotta be a conspiracy. Everything has to be a conspiracy. I mean, everything can be explained as a conspiracy. I guess? Anyway. Now everyone's all healed up. Let's get a move on to this house here. Yes, I'm indeed on an adventure. What's an adventure without treasure hunting? Alright, yep, you've got my attention. Yes, you are right. I do love a good treasure hunt. So he's gonna give us something. The item finder. Great. Many items lying around that aren't obvious. So these are the hidden items that I've been picking up all over the place that aren't shown on screen, that don't come in a Pokeball. They use the item finder to see if there is anyone on the screen that we're on. But it doesn't show the exact location, because of course it doesn't. Items in Ecruteak's Burn Tower. So I might have to show off how it works inside the Burn Tower, because we're going to be going there pretty soon. History of Ecruteak. Sure, I like some history. So there used to be 2 towers, and each one was the roost of a powerful flying Pokemon. They sound like legendaries. But one of the towers burned down, and the two Pokemon haven't been seen since. Interesting. It was also home to 3 Pokemon that raced around the town. More legendaries, I'm assuming. Are said to have been born of water, lightning, and fire. Yeah, these are definitely legendaries. But couldn't contain their excessive power, and they ran like the wind off into the grassland. I hope we get to run into all these Pokemon. It seems like we have a pair of birds and a trio of something else. Ecruteak Gym, Leader Morty, the Mystic Seer of the Future. Bullshit! Bullshit! This happened when he was young. The sky suddenly turned black and a giant flying Pokemon was blocking out the sun. God damn. It's like a bird and a dragon. That sounds awesome! Yeah. There are Pokemon that big. Wailord. And it can still mate with Skitty for some reason. There's a rumor about Olivine Lighthouse. Now, Olivine City is close by as well, just over to the left of us, over to the west just a little bit. Wait, they got a Pokemon serving as a lighthouse beacon, and it's fallen ill. Goddamn workplace conditions. Anything else for us? The Pokemon are rampaging at the Lake of Rage. It's something about a Gyarados swarm we heard? Might have to check that out later on. It was destroyed by mysterious fire. Please stay away as it's unsafe. Do what I want! That's how it used to be here. It used to be much taller. Well, yes, that tends to be the case when a tower burns down. God damn. That really does look like it's seen better days now, doesn't it? Let's have a look. I just got here. I wasn't asking. Like, I literally just walked through the door, all of a sudden you come into my face and say, "My name's Eugene." Why should I care? And why is it so important that you introduce yourself to literally any stranger that immediately walks through the door? This bothers me. This is bothering me. You are invading my personal space. You're kind of creeping me out. You're on a travel Pokemon named Suicune. Cool. Why should I care? I'm not going to introduce myself. Why did I introduce myself? Apparently, whatever Suicune is, it's inside this burned tower. Maybe. Yeah, good luck with that. This is Morty. I would make the 8-bit Solid Snake joke, but this guy isn't worthy to be called Solid Snake. I'll deal with you later. Apparently, the gym leader has to study what is said to be the legendary Pokemon. Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. So that sounds like the legendary trio that used to be here. I don't care about anything you do. Anyway, Ultra Ball. That I do care about. So let's have a bit of a look around this place. Now, there is one Pokemon that I'd like to catch here. I have a better chance of doing so in the basement floor when we can get to that. There's an item behind there, but there's one of these cracked rocks. This is where we could use Rock Smash. So if we teach that to a Pokemon, we can use Rock Smash outside of battle to break these cracked rocks. I don't want to teach it to anyone yet. I'll do so later. You know, or I could just run into Coughing up here. That's fine. Yes, Coughing is the next Pokemon I'm after. Coromara is not going to do a great deal of damage. Yeah, Coughing is a bit tanky. So, best to bring out something that does a little bit more damage in this case, I reckon. Yeah, I think that'll do. As unfortunately, this Coughing is not shiny. Sorry, Chugga. Because everyone was counting on me to have a shiny. Apparently. So I say to myself. Right. Puffing the poison gas Pokemon. If one gets close enough to it when it expels poisonous gas, the gas swirling inside it can be seen. Huh. Well, this really is just a ball of poison gas. But now that I've caught the one Pokemon that I wanted to catch here, I can throw up a repel. Yes! Yeah, I feel like there's just a standard for anyone who's seen Chugga Conroy's Pokemon Crystal LP. Just you wanna see a shiny Coughing. My eyes? Ah, oh, crap! It's that guy, isn't it? Yep, that's that guy. Great, just exactly what I needed for my day to be ruined by the fact that, just by a reminder that this guy exists. Who do I have in front again? Coromara. Oh, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, what do you want this time? So you came looking for the legendary Pokemon. And how did you fare? I'm guessing you failed. Haha! Don't call this place a dump. This is a historical landmark. This is interesting shit here. How's it my fault? I just got here. What is it with the people here not realizing that I can't have done shit? I only just arrived. Anyway. That guy. Again. So, his Ghastly has evolved into a Haunter, so it's a little more dangerous, but I have a Dark type. Oh, but that might do something. Curse is a very interesting move. It is the only move to have the unique type of question mark, question mark, question mark. If a Ghost type uses it, it cuts its HP in half and places a curse on the opposing Pokemon that will drain its HP every turn. If any other type uses it, then... Oh, critical. Nice going, Coromara. Any other type uses it, it lowers its speed but greatly raises its defensive stats. So you want to have that move on a tanky, non-ghost Pokemon. Then again, I don't think there are any tanky ghosts of this generation. We won't see those until much later if there are any. There's so many Pokemon. You can't expect me to remember them all off by heart. Next is Zubat. We'll switch something else in. What do I want to use now? We'll go Zubat versus Golbat. That'll be a battle for the ages, I'm sure. Haha, my Zubat evolved. Munch. Yeah. Not quite half its health, but that's okay. It'll do. I don't expect Flandre to have the highest attack in the world. No, that's gonna go on Jinx. But at the very least, he can hit decently hard, and she's fast. So that's all I can ask for. So next up, Magnemites. He's got a new addition to his team, and I'm going to be bringing out Blaze for that one because Magnemite is no longer pure electric type. It is now part Steel, one of the two new types introduced in this generation, and while Steel has the most resistances of any type, Fire is not one of them. It should also be noted that Steel is also weak to ground, so before Magnemite has a chance to get Levitate as an ability in later generations, and by later generations I mean next generation onwards, so ground is 4 times effective on a Magnemite, which is fantastic. I don't think I get a ground type, but yeah, it's good to know. And last but not least, Croconaw. I think I will change Pokemon. I'll change Pokemon to Jinx. I'm still pissed that you cheated to get that Croconaw in the first place. Just what exactly did you do to get a Croconaw before it's supposed to evolve? I really want to know that. Yeah, this Croconaw's got a bit of beef to it. That's not a problem for good old Jinx here. As I said, Heracross's attack stat can get mighty monstrous. And Jinx is one of those non-evolving Pokemon that's basically a fully evolved Pokemon stat-wise. Don't worry, there are plenty of them that aren't. Delibird. Wimps? I won! I won! You lost! There was no challenge for me, the challenge was for you to keep yourself from losing as long as possible, and you failed! What is with this kid? I'd never be able to catch a legendary anyway, you say. How many times have I won against you now? At least 3? Of the both of us. I am definitely way more qualified to get a legendary than you. Yeah? We'll finish this later! Oh, fuck off! Alright, but now we're down in the basement. I don't need to look for a coughing anymore because I already caught one. Sweet! So what is around, I wonder? Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Well. That happened. Look who it is. It's this guy. He's actually dug a hole down here into the basement floor. So was Suicune. So those were the 3 legendaries, Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. So you've been chasing Suicune for 10 years. I've been at this for 11 episodes, and I've already found it myself. I'm doing better than you. Yep, you know, cry it out. Yep, let it out so I can get out of here, please. Yeah, sure. Do I get a reward for it? Other than just your thanks and eternal gratitude? They test chosen humans by allowing them to get close. Okay. Interesting. Can I go now? He's gonna go and track down Suicune. Yep, don't want any more to do with that. Except catching legendaries for myself. Now, there is one more item I can get in here. And I neglected to show off the item finder before. I'm gonna throw up another repel because I don't want to deal with that shit anymore. Now, I know exactly where this is, but just to show off how the item finder works. If there's a hidden item somewhere on the screen, we can go into our bag, we can use the item finder. Is it a key item now, or is it a regular item? Key item, yep. It'll try him. It'll say there's an item nearby. And that's all it tells us. It'll just tell us that it's somewhere on the screen. We need to find it. It's right here. It's an ether. Right, so that's everything until I teach something Rock Smash to get that other item up in the top corner. So yeah, we're done here. This guy wasn't here before. Get back here. Distant past, this tower burned in a fire. 3 nameless Pokemon perished in it. Oh. Rainbow-colored Pokemon descended from the sky and resurrected them. It's a legend that has been passed down by Ecruteak gym leaders. And you're a trainer way back when. So, you might have been alive to see it. Well, it depends on how long ago it was. But yeah, I think that pretty much does it for this episode. I might have actually run a little bit over time because with re-recording this, I actually lost how much time I spent during the first half of this. So it might be a little longer, but that's okay because we finally went over the mechanics that I've been glossing over this entire time. We finally started putting my master plan into action, resulting in our 4th team member, Koromaru the Umbreon. Is going to be brilliant in the next gym, I assure you. And we've finished exploring Ekritique, so next time we're going to be kicking things off with the Ekritique gym. Normally I'm not looking forward to this, but this time... But in any case, as always, thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, guys, my name is Matt Omega, and I'll see you guys later.